All right, let's see. No echo. That should fix it. Let's see where we ended last time. Um, so yeah, this is gonna be my first uh solo RPG. I haven't done it before, so it's gonna be interesting. Um, I'm not really sure what I'm getting myself into, but we're gonna give it a try. A quick recap. Um, Last time we just made a character. I have the character right here. Um, it's a robot. His name is Agustin MG5, but he's called 5. Um, he is a just a he's just a droid uh, looking for knowledge. He got a built-in data bank that gives him a bonus when he uses academics, and uh, he also got a built-in laser pistol in his arm to be able to protect himself and especially to be able to protect others. Um, I guess that's why they built it in the first place, at least. I'm not sure how that's gonna play out now. Um, and besides that, he is just a pretty decent shooter. He can shoot people. He also have forgotten knowledge, which means that in his data bank there are information or scraps of information at least that helps him understand the forgotten knowledge of the old world. Um, this is this game is going to be based on this game here, Mutant Undergångens Avtagare. Um, that's the precursor to the game Mutants Year Zero that came out a while ago. So yeah, um, I also have a bunch of other books here that I can use for inspiration and things like that. Let's see if there's something funny in this one. Let's see. Some interesting things in here. Uh, Highway encounters, different gang names. There's not that many gangs in this world, but maybe we run into some. Mm, Table of other things you can find, books and different items, drugs and alcohol. We can use that. I think we can use that. Um, and let's see if I'm going to update this page here because it's not working for me. Twitch is being twitchy. Hmm. Oh well. Let's see if it works. Okay. There was some weird things happening there. All right. Yep. Um, so how are we gonna start this out? I'm thinking that 5 is at the moment located in one of the zones. Um, uh, quick explanation: zones are forbidden zones. They're called. It's basically where the nukes struck. We don't really know if it was nukes because we don't know what actually happened in the before the world went kablooey. So yeah, we don't really know what caused everything to be the way it is, but most likely some sort of war um, with all these battle droids and stuff still roaming around in some places. And forbidden zones are usually where the bigger cities was located uh, once before everything went down. So I'm thinking that 5 is somewhere in the ruins of one of the forbidden cities or forbidden zones. Um, and of course he's looking for some knowledge to add to his data bank. Um, so I'm thinking that he's probably first of all just gonna take a look around, see if he finds anything interesting. Um, we're gonna do an investigate around the area that is located. So we take. I'm thinking that the this should be relatively hard. I think it's at least a TN of 15. So let's see what we get. No. We got 3, and we have a 3 on investigate, so that's a 6. We need more than that. So yeah, that didn't go very well. He's looking around. He's digging in the piles of rubbish, trying to find something of interest, but he can't find anything very that will help him out in this moment. So he's gonna, I think he's gonna go deeper. He's just gonna keep walking inside. He's at the moment he's still at the outskirts of the zone, um, where it's safe. Deeper in, it will be more and more treacherous to basically everything. So there's that. Um, but yeah, he keeps walking forwards deeper into the um, deeper into to the zone. And I'm thinking that, I mean, this is it's an old city. There's ruins everywhere. Um, I'm thinking you have to be pretty careful when you walk around in there, because there's a lot of debris everywhere. Um, so you have to be careful basically. Um, so do he find anything of interest? We're gonna ask the Oracle for the first time. Um, how likely is it that he finds anything of interest? I would say it's very likely because I mean this is a zone and there's always something interesting in the zone. So we're gonna roll here um, on a one oh on a 1 to 85 he finds something interesting. 56. So yes, he finds something, yeah, something interesting. So what he finds is it's a big building. It's it's still a ruin because everything is is ruined, but um, there's something that draws him towards it. Maybe it's some tingling in his circuits or something. But he wants to go and check that place out. So he's walking up, very carefully again, because you know all the debris. And when he reaches the outside, he can hear something. He can hear something moving around in there. Um, but he can't see anything. It's dark inside. I mean, there's no electricity or anything. Um, but he wants to shake it out. Um, he's very curious about this place because it's very interesting. So he walks forwards, and I think he's going to. I think he's just gonna sneak up and try and peek in through one of the broken windows, see if he can find anything interesting in there, or see if there's what's making the noise. Um, so he's creeping forwards and peeks into the window and see if he can spot something. 5, it's a 6. He doesn't see anything immediately. Um, can still hear the noise though. So, uh, curiosity takes takes over, and he decides to just try and get himself inside. So let's see the oracle if we can find a way in. I think this one is it's likely that they can find a way inside. 72. Oh, just managed to find a way inside. When he walks up to what was once a door, it's barred, but it, it's been standing there for a long time, so he's able to break it open and get inside. But the question is, does he do a lot of noise when he does this? Because making a lot of noise in the zones might not be the wisest thing you can do. So I'm gonna say it's a 50-50 that I mean he's not a very stealthy guy. He's a robot after all. So we're gonna go with 50-50 if he does too much noise. Um, 58. So no, he doesn't make too much noise. That's good. That's good. It means he can get inside without being noticed too much at least. Um, so he gets inside. He takes a look around. And again, it's a dark. He does not have any kind of night vision, which is very poorly designed for a robot. He should have some sort of sensors to pick that up, but no, he does not. So he don't see anything any better than a human would do, or a mutant for that matter. Um, but I'm thinking that he most likely have some sort of flashlight because he's used to walk around in these forbidden zones, and he knows that there's most likely going to be places where it's relatively dark. So he flare it up, and the whole room illuminates, and he can start seeing a piece of machinery and furniture that's turned over, and everything is basically broken and battered in different ways. Um, but the noises stops when he turns on the light, so all the noises are gone. Which of course makes him a little bit nervous, because that probably means that something knows that he's there. Um, so we're going to just this one up here. Let's see. We've got nope. Where is it? Is it this one? Yeah, here it is. So when he looks around, we're gonna see if what he encounters. First things first, we're gonna ask the Oracle actually, because the Oracle is the one that decides. Is there anything hostile in here? I would say it's very likely. Uh, it's very likely that there is something hostile in here. Yes, there is most definitely. Um, so let's find out what hostile thing is in here. Or maybe it's not even hostile. Think of it. Gonna check it out. 8. There's a horse with a saddle in here. Oh no. That's not good. That's not good at all. Because in this world, the horses are they're terrifying. I'm gonna see if I can find here. Horses are terrifying. They are these huge pieces of muscle basically, and they have mutated. So they no longer just have a cute little nose like horses normally does. They look like this. See if we can get it into picture. But it's it's basically crap. Can't get it into picture. Come on, come on. You see it there? I think you can. Um, it's a huge horse, and they have these big ass teeth because they have mutated into basically becoming meat eaters. Uh, Luckily for Five, he is not made out of meat, so that's a good thing. But that doesn't mean that this horse won't attack him. So we're going to see here if this horse is hostile or not. I mean, we know it's hostile because we rolled for that before. But we're gonna see if he immediately attack 5. Uh, I mean, this horse has probably been locked up here for a while. Probably haven't gotten too much to eat. I think it's very likely that is going to. I mean, yeah, Fiverr is a robot, so it doesn't have any meat for him to eat. But I'm not sure the horse actually know that. Uh, but still, he's been locked up here for quite a while, so I'm gonna say it's very likely that he's going to just see this human-looking, kind of at least, thing walking in. He's going to attack him. I think it's very likely. Let's see. Yes, he is going to attack. Damn, that's not good. And just Garrison. That's why I have the mutant rule book. I'm not actually using the rules. I just have this as what we call it, inspirational uh, thingies, and the game is played in the mutant world. So we're currently in the post-apocalyptic Sweden, getting eaten by a big ass horse. And I know you know that those horses are no fun to deal with. They are nasty bastards. Um, they also have a tendency to eat their owners, or at least bite them. So yeah. All right. The horsey. What the hell are they called? They're not called horses. They're called something else. I forgot to check what they were actually called. Oh yeah, they're called fåle, which basically means horse. No, wait. Is it these ones? They're called pansars. Uh, Feole is the smaller ones. Um, these are called Panzer or Panzer or something like that. Hello, Forgotten Footsteps. How is it? It was a long time I saw you. Uh, and this book is in Swedish. It's a it's I'm from Sweden, so this is a Swedish role-playing game. They also made Mutant Year Zero. That's the follow-up game. Uh, I don't think this game actually were translated into English. I'm not sure, but I don't think it was. But Year Zero is. But Year Zero and Undergångens Avtagare is very different. They play very differently. They have very different rule sets, and in my honest opinion, this one is better. But I might be a little bit nostalgic for this one. This was one of my first serious role-playing games that I owned and read through and learned the rules for and everything. So I didn't start with the Dungeons and Dragons and and all that thing. Most people seems to start with Dungeons and Dragons, but and I understand that it's the biggest game on the market. Everybody knows what Dungeons and Dragons is. We see it in pop culture and stuff, everything. So uh, I get that. I really do. But I was never really a big fan of Dungeons and Dragons. In Sweden, we have a game that's very similar to Dungeons and Dragons called Drakar och Demoner. And to be honest, even that one is better. I'm not a big fan of Dungeons and Dragons. It's too much rules, too heavy for me. And yeah, it's nice to see you around here, Fritzy. I'm sorry I haven't been in your streams for a very long time. Uh, but you know, things happens. I got two kids. I'm actually a bit shocked that I can sit down here and play today, but it's all good. So let's get back to the game. Where was we? Oh yeah, the Panzer. And as Garrett just pointed out here, these bastards are nasty, and we hate them. No, we don't. We actually love them because they're perfectly viable traveling companions if they're not hungry and wants to eat you. Anyway, this little horsey is going to. Uh, is going to attack. He's going to attack Fiverr. Luckily for Fiverr, he got extra HP because he got a secondary system that helps him rebuild himself. So he got some more HP. So let's see. I'm gonna put this on a TN of. I mean, the horse is big, but he's hungry and has been here for a while. So I don't think he is at his full power. So I'm gonna place it on a TN of, I think 12. 12 seems like a good number. Probably a very bad idea to put it that high. But anyway, he's gonna attack. So I'm going to use my brilliant athletics to try and dodge away. And that's not gonna go very well. But we're going to try. Going to try. So here we go. Oh, damn! Well, I failed. I failed miserably. So, uh, this big horse comes rushing up to me, and I mean they're fast, they're big, and they're nasty. And he takes a chunk out of my something. We're gonna roll here to see where he actually bites. Of course, he bites me in the head. Cause why? Why the fuck not? Just bite the poor robot in the face. Uh, and that means I take the TN was 12 and I rolled a 10, so I failed by 2, so I'm gonna take 2 points of damage. But because my secondary system, I got my extra HP, so for now I'm still fine. I'm still fine. I'm not doing anything bad here. Um, 5 is he just got bitten in the face. That's no fun. We're not gonna stand for that. So I'm thinking that he's going to try and fight this bastard off. The thing is that he sucks at close combat because he got absolutely no skills in fighting. So he's gonna try and pull up his arm and shoot him. Shooting in close combat is probably not the greatest idea. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it harder. Um, we're gonna make I'm gonna place the TN on. I'm gonna place it on 10. I think 10 seems like a really reasonable amount. So let's see if we can shoot him. Got a 9 plus 4 because I have a 4 in shoot, plus 3 because my gadget is my built-in laser pistol that gives me a plus 3 to shoot. So I'm actually at a 7 to begin with. So we're at a at 16. Yeah, 16. Oh God, my math is bad. So we're at 16. And that means we went over the 10 by 6, so he takes 6 points of damage. I should probably write this down here in my trusty little notebook. We're gonna throw in the puns here. It's right here. Let's see what HP he got. I'm gonna modify it a little bit because, as I said, it's not this is not the game we're actually playing. But let's see here. Oh, damn, they got a lot of HP. But we cannot put it at that much because we're never gonna finish this if we do. We're gonna put it on. Well, he's been there for a while. And he's wounded. I'm gonna put his HP on just a 12. I like 12 HP. It sounds good. Um, and I'm gonna talk to you really soon, Fritzy. Just gonna count this out. Uh, we shot him. We did 6 points of damage. He got a 12 to begin with, so he's down to. He's down. Oh God, he's down to 6. Ignore my poor math skills, but he's down to 6 HP at the moment. Yeah. The kids are fine. They have just been, both of them had a cold and they were really unhappy with life and they screamed all night. And I even had to take 1 day off on from work because I hadn't slept for 48 hours because they kept me awake all night. My wife was pissed off at everything in the world because of that, which I can understand. Trying to sleep with 2 screaming kids is not that easy. So yeah, but now they're healthy again, and they're happy, and yeah, at the moment it's fine. And yes, this system, we can play solo games. Basically, what you do is instead of having a game master you ask questions to, so instead of asking the game master, do we find something in this room? I ask the fate chart or the oracle. We call it the oracle. The oracle is basically it's basically my game master. So I ask the oracle, do I find this, or is there anything in here or whatever? It has to be formulated as a yes or no question, because the oracle can only answer yes or no. But the oracle can answer yes or no in different ways. They can say the most basic oracle tells you uh, no and no, uh, no yes, but yes, and yes, and. Did that make any sense at all? I don't think it did. But what it means is that you roll a die, and the oracle will then tell you if it's a yes or a no. Uh, so if you get say you get a yes, but then it's like, yes, you find what you're looking for, or the thing you're asking for is in here. Uh, but there is some sort of drawback. Say if I ask, is there a back door in this building? I roll the oracle and it says yes, but that means that yes, there is a back door into this building. But it's basically useless because there's four guards standing there waiting for people to get in and out. So yes, but it's not so good. And same in the other way. You can get a no but, and if you get a no but, it's like no, there's not a door, but there are a window you could crash through instead, or something like that. The oracle I'm using is this one here. It's called, I don't think you can actually see it, but because it's black and white, the original one is not black and white, but it's Mythic Game Master Emulator. Uh, it's, as far as I know, one of the oldest ones that basically started the whole thing up, and this is the one I'm using. Um, it's essentially the same thing. It's just because it uses a D100, there are more um, there are more ways to ask. Uh, as I said, I can ask it how likely things are. It's and it goes from impossible all the way to has to be, and there's the middle ground that's 50-50. So the there are different. If the more likely the thing is, the easier it will be a yes. So yeah, that's basically how that works. But yeah, so that's how you play it solo. You use the Oracle as the game master. Basically, you ask it questions and it will try and guide you through. But you still have to make everything else up. I know people play solo games in established adventures. Um, so they have the adventure book and they go through it and still ask the oracles things that happens. But uh, I think this is more fun. I don't know. This is my first time, so I don't really know. But sounds fun. Anyway, we got the Panzer down to 6 because it was already wounded. Normally, these bastards have like a hell of a lot of HP. I think they're like 34 or something. So yeah. But this one was starving and not feeling too good, and he took a chunk out of my face, but that's fine because I'm a robot, so he didn't help too much. But then I shot him, and shooting a panzer is probably a bad idea in the sense that when you do that, they tend to get mad. So I'm thinking that I mean, five is lying there uh, on the ground with a big ass horse standing over him that just took a chunk out of his face. He got his arm up and he shot him, and I think that this will of course anger the Panzer, and he's going to try and stomp him. He's gonna take his big ass hoofs and just smash down as much as he can. And of course, again, Five is gonna try and get out of the way with his abysmal athletics. You could technically use fight to try and block instead of dodge away with athletics, but yeah, my fight is just as poor as the as athletics. I should probably have put more into one of those, but I rolled. I randomly generated this bastard, so I didn't control that. All right, I'm gonna put I'm gonna put the TN to. I'm gonna still say it's 12. Ah, crap. Nope. So I get a 6. I take 6 points of damage. Oh, man, this is gonna hurt. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, yeah, this is gonna hurt. But that's fine. I'm gonna shoot him back. Because Fiery will not. Oh, wait, we're gonna roll see where he actually. Oh, he stomps him in the shoulder. You can hear a big cracking sound when his hoofs presses down into his shoulder. and smashes him. Oh, this is gonna hurt so bad. But yeah, I'm still able to move. Not down too much at health. I'm really happy that I got the secondary system, so I got my plus 5 HP. I should probably not have started this game by facing a stupid horse. But okay, I'm gonna shoot back, and the TN is still on a 10 because this is a big target, and he's standing right above me. It would be very hard to actually fail this. So let's see what we rolled. A 6 plus my 7, that's an 11. Oh, damn, that's not good. Hmm. Guess. I can't. No, wait. I have 4, 5, 6. I got 7 plus 6. That's 13. That's just 3 points of damage. But it's fine. He's down to 3 HP. Um, and I'm thinking that I don't want to take any more damage, but I don't think I have much choice because 5 is still on the ground and he can't really get away. Maybe he can try and get up and try and run. We're gonna ask the Oracle. Can 5 get up and try and get to a safer location before finishing the Panzer off? I'm gonna say that it's unlikely. Need a nope. No, 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 no. 99. It's terrible. No, not only can't I get away, uh, but the Panzer is also smashing me with his hoofs once more. Because I failed to run away, I basically used my action to try and get away, but I couldn't. I tried to squirm out, but no. So the Panzer is attacking me again. He's gonna try and stomp me one more time. 7. That's 5 more points of damage. In the face once more. Soon I don't have any face left. So yet again you hear the crunching sound of the hoofs and smashes into to the head of 5. But 5 is a robot again, so he can take a lot of punishment before he just cracks. But if it takes any more damage now, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be really bad. But yeah, we're gonna shoot back one more time. Hopefully the last time. We're gonna see. We got a 6. We got an 8 plus my 4. So 12 plus my 3. That's a 15. 15 versus 10 is 5, so he's actually down to minus 2. So yeah, the shots goes off and it hits and he hits him in the face. Okay, so he shoots his laser and it burns a big hole in the face of the Panzer. The poor Panzer, he was just hungry, just wanted to eat. He might even have left me alone if I just didn't upset him by shooting him when he figured out that this was not edible. But yeah, the Panzer falls down to the ground and he's dead. Uh, Poor Panzer. And yes, you are very right, Fitzy. Panzer breaks face. He's very good at hitting me in the face. Which makes sense because he was standing above me. So yeah, I see how that works. But yeah, we're going to try and get back up. I try. He can get back up, so that's not a problem. He's not down too much. But he's also going to try and loot the Panzer, see if he got anything interesting on him. We're going to ask the Oracle again. Does the Panzer has any saddle packs or anything like that that we can go through? Um, yeah, I see it's somewhat likely. Somewhat likely. Yes, Perfect. He got saddlebags we can look through and see if we can find something interesting. So we're gonna check this. This is the Book of Random Tables and Post-Apocalyptic. This is by a guy called Matt. Uh, it's called Matt Davids. He's done quite a few of these books. You can purchase them on Drive Through RPG. He's got the Book of Random Tables, and there's like Random Tables 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. All of those are fantasy inspired or geared towards fantasy. Then he also got this post-apocalyptic one, and I think he got a sci-fi one as well, the space travel and stuff. So we're gonna roll on the master table first to see what we find, if we find anything of interest here. 78. 78. Random items from the random item number 6 we're gonna roll on. Random item number 6. Let's see if we find. Maybe we find some nice loot here. Roll down a D100. Got a 50. We got 3 sticks of modeling clay. I'm starting to wonder who owned this Panzer back in the day. But we found modeling clay. Maybe I can use that to repair myself. 3 sticks. That's good. Could probably sell that later to someone. So we got ourselves some modeling clay there. Yeah, as Fiber goes through all the saddling packs and find these things, and he scans it with his eye scanners to see if there's something useful he can do with it. And he's thinking that maybe he could try and repair at least his shoulder, see if he can repair himself a little bit with this modeling clay, as a temporary fix at least, until he can actually sit down and get repairs done. He got the secondary system, which basically means that he can repair himself, but he still needs the equipment. He needs he needs some plate to weld on and all that jazz. So let's see if well, let's ask the Oracle if the clay is strong enough to do this. I'm gonna say a 50-50 because I don't know. So 50-50. Oh yes, yes, it's actually super good. I got a if you, on the 50-50 table, if you roll below 10, it's a very strong yes. It's a uh, uh, how should I explain this? It basically it says yes, uh, as it would normally do, but because I rolled on the lower 1/5 of the range, it's a very strong yes. So it gives you a little bit of a bonus. So I was gonna say that it repairs a 1d6, but because I got this strong yes, I'm gonna say it repairs 2d6. See how much. Whoa, 12! It's a perfect roll. So I actually get all my HP back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, I still have lost 1 HP, but that's fine. That's fine. That was just super good clay. But I'm also gonna say that it uses up all of the clay because it was pretty banged up, and it was just 3 strips of modeling clay. And but it's fine. He starts stuffing all these clay strips into the cracks and crevices that turned up when he was being banged on with the big ass hoofs from this Panzer. Stupid Panzers, they hurt. But yeah, he gets all the gear, and I think he's not done here. He's not done in this building. There must be something else, something more of interest. Maybe the owner of the Panzer is in here somewhere, hiding away. Why he would? He's probably dead though, because otherwise you just don't leave a Panzer. Panzers are expensive and they are extremely good traveling companions if you treat them right and if you feed them. If you don't feed them, they get angry and they munch your face. um, Most likely, the owner is in here somewhere. Probably got trapped or was in some kind of accident and died. But I don't know. I don't know. Let's ask the Oracle again. Let's ask the Oracle if we can find the Panzer's owner. Uh, I'm just gonna say it's somewhat likely that he's in here somewhere. Yes, we find the owner. We find he's somewhere in here. But is he alive or is he dead? I think he's dead. Because the Panzer has been here for a while. So uh, it's a near sure thing that he's dead. Yes, he's very much dead. Um, so Fire is creeping around, is looking for the owner of this Panzer. You want to ask him some questions about this beast, why it's been mistreated. Uh, the thing is with Five, he has a very high empathy. Uh, so he does not like when people are not being nice to each other or when they're not nice to Panzers. So, uh, but sadly, the owner of the Panzer is dead. But maybe we can loot him. I mean, this is a post-apocalyptic world. You can't just leave a guy with saddlebags and not see if there's anything interesting inside. So we're gonna give it a 50-50 that this guy has a backpack we can loot. Yes. Oh, he actually got more. We got a. Sorry, I moved it. We got a 6. So that's one of those strong yeses again. So not only does he have a backpack that's filled with stuff, he also has a some sort of sidearm. I think he got a sidearm that we can probably loot. Um, so we're gonna do that. First, we're gonna roll on the table here to see what we find in his backpack. We start with a 1d100. See what we get. A 67. 67 is a random item 4. That's nice. Random items are good. Can be something interesting. 60. We like those. Let's see what we got with 60. We got a half a gallon of wood stain. I have no idea what I'm gonna use that for, but maybe there's some humans somewhere that want to buy it from me. So wood stain. Oh, half a gallon. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna use that for, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. And now I also think that he got a weapon on him. He got a holster of some kind. So we can see if we can find what kind of weapon he might have. Let's see, we can roll on the table here, or we could check the mutant uh, book and see if there's something interesting. But nah, it's more fun to roll in the random tables. Random tables are fun. Let's see what we find here. Weapons. Let's see. A 36. We found a blowgun. Cool. We have a blowgun now. I don't think that is actually any good. A blowgun by a robot that don't have any lungs, so we can't actually use it. But we got it. We can probably sell it. There are mutants and there are humans around that might wanna buy it from us. So yeah, we got a blowgun and we also got some wood stain. Maybe use the wood stain to keep his blowgun looking nice and shiny. I don't know. Uh, but sadly, he's dead, so we cannot ask him what he's doing there or why he went there to begin with. Weird things are happening with my computer again. I hate this stupid computer. It's old and it needs to be upgraded, but there are no parts anywhere. They're gone. All of them are gone. So yeah, can't upgrade it for quite some time. Anyway, we found this poor soul that's probably been in some sort of accident. Maybe the roof, or when he was climbing around, we gave way and he fell down and banged his head and died. And he's very loyal but very trapped. Panzer could not get out. So too bad for them. Uh, but we're gonna keep searching, see if we can find something more interesting in here. Um, and we also know now, we know that the sound Five heard when he was outside that drew his attention was made by the Panzer probably trying to get out and get something to eat, and the poor thing just died. It's sad. Anyway, um, we keep moving. I'm thinking that this building it's some sort of there was some machinery and stuff inside, so it's probably a former uh, workshop. There might be something of interest. I'm thinking we're gonna go. Five is gonna go up, trying to get up. Upstairs and see if he can find something more, get a good vantage point. He's looking for knowledge, so he wants to find if there are some documents, maybe. Uh, Maybe there are some old instructions on how the machines worked back in the day, um, when they were still functional. So he's gonna try and climb up. But we also know that the poor sod got killed. Oh shit! I moved this around. It was bad. So we're still gonna try. We're still Fire is still gonna try and get upstairs because I mean this guy he was going up there probably, so there must be something of interest. I think. Uh, he walks over to the stairs and they're completely trashed. They're broken down. There's nothing you can you can put your feet on to try and get up. Um, Five is not a very big robot. He's just regular human sized, so he can't really do anything cool like jumping up there. He doesn't have a jump pack or anything like that. He's a protocol droid basically. He's not a fighting droid. Um, he only got the weapon so he could protect his former owner back in the day when before everything went bad. But yeah, we're going to try and get up there. Um, so as we climb, we're gonna see if we can succeed with that, trying to climb up. Um, and we are going to use. We don't really have anything that can be used for that, so we're just gonna give it a. Wouldn't be too hard. I'm gonna give it an 8, an 8 to try and get up. To climb the stairs, or not the stairs, the next to the stairs. I'm guessing he's gonna try and use some kind of rope or something and climb up to the second floor. I'm thinking that in the floor above there's a big hole because it's been falling down because it's old and crap. So I think Fire is just gonna throw a rope up there and try and climb up. Um, and as he is a robot, he doesn't have any issues with muscle or anything, so it's not hard for him to climb per se. So we're gonna give it a TN of 10. He sadly still doesn't have any athletics. I need to get some stupid athletics when you're running around the forbidden zones. But okay, let's see. We're gonna give it an 8. Let's smack down on the average scale. Yes! Ha! We're actually succeeding rather well. We got a 10. It's not super, but it's good. It's good enough. So he starts climbing hand over hand, trying to get up there, and he gets to the top. You can see there's once upon a time this has definitely been some sort of an office. Um, you can see there is some broken computer screens and I mean there are hardly screens anymore. They're probably mostly slacks now, but but you can see it's been an office at least. So, and this of course makes 5 very exciting because when there's have been an office, there must be information about things. Uh, Problem is that paper do not like when it rains and sun and when there's acid coming from the sky and crap like that. So we'll see. We'll see. Let's ask the Oracle. Do we find a some sort of manual to for the machinery downstairs that 5 can add to his database? I'm gonna say that it's I don't know. Let's say 50-50. 42. Yes. There are some instruction manuals. There it's not a super yes, but it's a yes. So they're there. You can still read at least part of them. Uh, so 5 is just gonna grab all of the manuals he can find. He's gonna open them up and start reading them. He's gonna scan them, scanning them with his eyes and adding it to his database. Sadly, they are not complete. They have been broken down and words are missing and images are gone and such. But maybe he can find another manual for the same machine somewhere else and add that and put it together and get a complete manual of how these machines work. We need to name these machines. What could they be? Yeah, scanning eyes would be super nice. I wish I had those. I'm still waiting for the DSX to be a reality, so we can start putting chips and shit into our brains and change our eyes into diets and stuff, and just learn everything as fast as possible. But that's gonna take a few 100 years. But yeah, we found the manuals. We added those to our uh, to the database. We're gonna probably add this here. That I'm gonna put it on a secondary, different page. Having counters on the first page that's good. We found manuals. That's added to 5's database. Incomplete. And I also think we should name this machine, or at least we should come up with what this machine is. I'm thinking it's some sort of hmm, what's a good machine to we could can find? Uh, Maybe it's a sheet metal cutter. Why not? Sheet metal cutters. They're very simple machines, but there's always manuals for everything, so why not? Yes, someday, Fritzy. I'm probably very much dead and gone before that happens, though. But someday. So, we found manuals for a metal cutter, and I think that's all we can really find in here. I mean, there's probably some more stuff, but nothing of interest. Uh, no, poor Footsie needs to go back to work. That's sad. Well, I hope you enjoyed it this far at least. Maybe you can check out the rest when you have time. I'm gonna be on for I don't know, maybe an hour more or so. Keep going. Before I also have to not go to work but go to bed because my kids are gonna wake up at 6 in the morning. So, and then I'm hopefully gonna stream again in about 1 or 2 weeks. It all depends on everything basically. Uh, it depends on the kids, depends on the wife, depends on how I feel. If I feel I can justify taking the time to get down here into my little basement and keep on playing. But I like this so far. It's a very interesting way of playing. Um, and it was really nice to see you again, Fitzy. And I promise I'm gonna try and get back into your stream soon. I'm missing watching you play your point and click games and stuff. But yeah, thanks for coming by and take a look, and hopefully I'll see you around soon. Uh, yeah. Um, where was we? Where, can't speak anymore. Need some. Need a little bit of drink. Pirates. Everybody loves pirates. Oh, I had totally forgotten I had that one. And the thing is that I don't have any of my notifications active or anything. I haven't been streaming for like 2 years or something like that. I didn't even remember I had all those things. So, uh, thanks to whoever it was that did a thing. Please write in the chat who did what and what happened because I can't remember what that thing is doing. I think it's someone maybe hit the follow or something. I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, that song is awesome. Yeah, please write into the chat who did what, because I don't know. It was too long ago I did this. Oh well. Anyway, we're gonna keep going. Um, where was we? Where was I? What's going on? I got completely distracted. Ah! Again. It happened again. I still don't know what it does. What does it do? Someone help me. Maybe it's a command or something. I don't know. Garrison, are you still here? Maybe you know. I have to check that out later. I have to figure out what the hell that is. Maybe I need to I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'll have to check that later on. Uh, yeah. No, it doesn't show on the stream. I I don't know what it is. I'm going to, as you can see here, if I have an alert, see if the what the alert does. Don't let's check here. Um, yeah. So you don't hear the music either? The hell? I mean, there's a song playing, and I can, uh, and it indicates something. But okay, so you can't hear that. Okay, okay, okay. Uh, I think it's a Streamlabs uh, thing. See if I remember how to get in here and check it out. Sorry we get so we're getting a bit distracted here, but that's fine for now. I just have to figure this out. Maybe I have to disable it or something because I hear a song in my ears and it's loud, very loud. Uh, but you can't see what it is, and the chat isn't reacting to it, and so I don't really know what's going on. I don't even know if they're still there. They might not actually. Wait, has this started to cost money and stuff? I don't know. Let's see. Alerts. Let's see. We got some alerts here. Uh, yes, go away. Uh, what do we have? Hmm. It seems like the song I'm hearing is a an alert for a follow, but I don't know. But I think it is, and if it is, someone did a follow, and if they did, thank you very much. And I'm sorry we got distracted here. But it's odd that no one can actually see that. Um, hmm, I don't know. Maybe I've done something odd. Maybe I've changed something. I don't know. Maybe we can just do like this and put it in here. Okay. Maybe that works. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. Yes, distractions are part of RPGs. That is very true. Kind of wish it wasn't, but okay. Let's see. Does this one work? Let's see if this works. See what happens if we hit this. I don't know. I don't know if anything happened at all. I really have to go through this and set all this up once more in the future. It's not important right now. Screw that. Let's get back to the game because I cannot be online for very much longer because I got kids and kids likes to wake up very early in the morning and I do not like that. My flag showed up. That's cool, but still no sound. Maybe this one is the problem. Okay, let's try one more time, and then we're done with the distractions. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so do we hear the sound now? I don't know if we do. Probably not. Probably don't hear the sound, but I tried. It was the best I could do. Okay. Okay. That's so odd. um, I don't get it. I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe it's because we are using the wrong one here. Maybe we should use this one. Maybe that one will help. We're not supposed to do this. Okay, last time. And if then no more distractions. Okay, so we'll try one more time.
Do what you want, cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate.
Okay, did that work? Could you hear it now? I even had to lower the sound because it was loud as hell. Yeah, it's very loud. I saw that on the audio count thingy thing. I lowered it, so if someone follows now, I hope they do, cause that's nice. But it should be fine. And there was sound. That's good. Okay, so now we know that that's what that one thing is. So whoever followed me, thank you. And now we're not gonna be distracted anymore. Yes, we are. We're going to be distracted all the time, but we're gonna. We're not gonna be bothered when it. Okay, so where was we? Where was I? Where was he? Where was Five? Five was going through finding. He found manuals for the sheet metal cutter that was downstairs. And it's interesting because that means that if this was an old metal cutter factory of some sort, there might be some scraps left. Um, I mean, scraps are nice. We want scraps so we can repair ourselves and stuff. So we're going to see if we're gonna try if we find some scrap metal. Uh, we could ask the Oracle, or we could roll on the investigate. So we're gonna roll on the investigate. We're gonna put it on a. I mean, there should be some metal. I think it's rather likely that there are some strips of metal and stuff we can use. But we're gonna use investigate. We're gonna put it on a TN of I think 8. 8 is a good number. I mean, it's really relatively likely that there's something in here. And yes, we have an 8 plus the 3. We have an investigate. So we're done. We did it. We found some useful. I mean, there's scrap metal everywhere, but we find some useful scrap metal. Uh, that we can use to heal ourselves if we take more damage if we meet one of those stupid horses once more time, because horses are nasty and they hurt, and that's. So we found some scrap metal. How much scrap did we find? Let's see if it's a D6. Four pieces of scrap metal, so we can heal ourselves with. That's good. So it's basically four health packs. That's good. We like health packs. Health packs. Damn it! Language is hard. Speaking no good. um. Anyway, that's the thingy thing. And I think we have exhausted what we can find in here. So five is going to pick up his stuff. Gets it. He probably stole the backpack from the dead guy because he didn't have one for some reason, uh, or maybe he did. It doesn't really matter. So he grabs his backpack, he puts it on, and he leaves this place. And he turns off his flashlight because they use batteries, and I don't think he got that many batteries. So you're gonna turn it off. And also, a beacon of light is like telling everybody that, hey, I'm here, come and get me. And we don't want that. So Five turns off his flashlight and walks outside, and he needs upgrades. Yeah, I think he needs upgrades later on, but that's not now. That's later. I'm gonna give him a. I know what his next gadget is gonna be. That's for sure. So we let's see what happens when we travel, because traveling is a thing. Um, see if we if it does anything happen on the way. Do we encounter anything while we're walking towards our next destination? The thing here is that we're always gonna walk to and try and find things and stuff. So we're gonna ask the Oracle if there's anything interesting happening. I don't think think we're going to ask the Oracle. Yeah, we're gonna yeah, we have to do that, but it has to be it has to be something happening, uh, some sort of encounter on the way. And yes, it most definitely is, but it's not a strong yes. So uh, let's roll and see what happens. What encounters do we have? Because encounters are fun. 42. Oh, interesting. That's cool, actually. So as we're walking, or as five is walking through the zone, this is extremely dangerous place, as Garrison knows. He's been there. He got eaten by a cactus. I don't know if that was you. Someone got eaten by cactus. He come across a what looks like a graveyard. Uh, Not a graveyard, a car graveyard. There's like a ton of different cars being piled up. They've been placed upon each other, and like a fortress. Um, it's a small settlement built out of old cars, basically. Um, in the outskirts of the zone. I mean, zones are fucking huge. So, and we're still at the outskirts. Five just arrived there, so he haven't got too deep in. So he finds this little settlement, and of course, this is very intriguing to him. Um, do we think that Five will take the risk and go and talk to whoever might be in this settlement? I mean, it's a zone. It's dangerous. He knows it's dangerous, but at the same time, he got stupidly high empathy for some reason. So, I think he would like to go there and make sure that everybody's okay. Um, I mean, he can probably hear
some movement inside and all that. So yeah, he's definitely gonna go up there and see if everything's fine and if he can help people with anything. Uh, so he walks up and he I think he's careful. He walks carefully up there, and I mean it's still a zone with many hostile places, so he's gonna not sneak up, because that would be very suspicious. Coming a robot trying to sneak. He actually has a bit of stealth, so it's not completely out of the question. But no, I think he's just gonna walk towards the part that seems to be the entrance. Maybe, is there an entrance? Is there an obvious entrance? Uh, I'm gonna say it's somewhat likely that there is an obvious entrance into this small fortress-like settlement built out of old cars. It's likely that there is some sort of. Let's say somewhat likely. That's better. Yes, there is it's like a little gate uh, that can be open and closed. Like think of it as a garage thing, those that goes up and goes down automatically. But I guess these are manuals because electricity is not something we got a lot of. Uh, so he's going towards it and he hears a voice. Um, and the voice is like, "Halt! Who goes there?" And he's Five is looking around trying to spot the guy, and he's like, uh, name's Five. Just want to see what's going on here, if everybody's okay. And the other guy is like, "What you doing here? Why are you walking around here in the in the zones? I know this is a bad place." Uh, yeah, yeah. I know it's a bad place. Five answers. Still trying to locate where this guy is, and he's like, "Hey man, where are you? I can't see you." And I guess the other guy maybe don't. We're gonna actually make a character here. We're gonna use this Une. Une. I think that's the Universal NPC Emulator. It's a perfect little guide to make non-player characters. So we're gonna make one of those. Uh, who is this guy we're talking to? Let's roll and see who this guy is. Maybe we're gonna name him first. Yeah, I think we're gonna name him. I have a random naming thingy here I'm gonna use. Probably still should have tried and found one with Swedish names, but here we go. This guy is named 12. No, he's not named 12. His name Attila. Attila is a. Let's see what he is. Let's see what he is. I'm gonna add him here. Attila, the guard of the um, car fortress. Car fortress settlement. Let's see who this Attila is. 7. He's a romantic. 41. Okay. 41. He's a romantic villager. Okay, okay. Why the hell he is a guard, I don't know, but Attila is a romantic villager. let's see what his motivations are. Why is he doing what he's doing? Um, what's his goal in life? 81. Manage. 16. Manage medicines. Interesting. Manage medicine. Okay, so he is probably the settlement's doctor, or at least the one that keeps track of the medicine and hands it out to those that need it. This is good. We can use this. um, 5 is actually not that bad at helping or at healing people. So that's not bad. But yeah, so Attila the guard is the guard of the Car Fortress settlement inside the zone. I'm gonna add here that it's the zone 1 because we call it zone 1 because it's the first zone we've been in. Probably this whole adventure is gonna be just inside this zone. So that's fine. And Attila is a romantic villager that managed the medicine. That's what he does. That's what motivates him. He likes to keep track of the medicine and helping people out. That's good. Uh, so we're gonna ask Une. Une is also kind of a different, uh, not an oracle per se, maybe, but we can first of all we can ask it about the power level. See here. It's a standard. Yeah. Yeah, let's put it on a standard and see what happens. 64. 64 is a comparable, so his power level is comparable to mine. Com yeah, comparable. Comparable to 5. That's good. It's good to know. Good to know. And then we're going to see if that's basically if the situation gets hostile. I hope it won't do that because that's not fun. We want to talk sense to this guy and be friends with him. It's nice to have to be able to have a settlement here in the zone that we can return to and take refuge ref whatever the hell the word is to find protection and charge back up when our batteries goes down. Uh, okay, so we're gonna roll here on the conversation mode, mood, not mode, mood. He's a natural. His relationship to us is neutral, not natural, neutral. And so let's see what mood. Bleh. Oh God, I've been doing this for too long. uh, so let's see what happens here. What mood he's in when he's talking to us. 51, 51, 51. I think that's actually pretty good. Ah, well, it's not bad at least. He's neutral. He's not angry at us, nor is he very happy with us. So, but that's good. I'm gonna put that on down here as well. Relation. Oh, the relation. We don't actually need to ask the relationship. We know that. Know that's neutral because we haven't done anything to them yet. I mean, we won't do anything bad to them. So, um, we're still just gonna write down that it's neutral. There we go. So, S5 comes up and this guard is all like, "Who goes there? What are you doing out here?" Uh, Five looks around, try to find the source of the voice, and he says, "I'm just a traveler, trying to find my way in this world. And I stumbled upon the settlement, and I was just gonna try and make sure everybody was okay. Um, I've been out here for quite a while, and I know it can be dangerous." Um, the guard is like, "Yeah, yeah, I understand. So I don't know. Would he invite him in? He's a robot, and in this world, robots are. Oh, wait. We have to actually ask first. Is this guy a human or a mutant? Because that might change how he sees us. Uh, so we're gonna get 50-50. Is this man a human? Yes. Oh, it's a 08, so it's a strong yes. He's most definitely a human. He's so human, it's scary. I don't think that actually makes any difference. We're gonna add here that he is a human actually, and that would mean that he might be more inclined to actually let us in because we're robots, and robots in the mutant universe, if they don't have a special chip in their brain, they do not harm humans. So I think that Attila is inclined to actually invite us in, um, if we ask for it. So I think we're gonna do that. Oh crap! Why did I do that? That was stupid. Have to rewrite this. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, they're talking back and forth a little bit about what Five is doing there, and the guard is, "Who are you?" And he answers, "My name is Five. I'm a traveling android, just trying to find my way in the world. And I saw your settlement, and I just wanted to make sure everybody was okay. Um, maybe get in and I don't know, have a look around. I would say go in and grab something to eat, but he's a robot. He doesn't eat. Maybe he might ask for a little bit of yeah. Uh, Five is like, yeah, I just would like to ask if I could get into your settlement and maybe borrow a little piece of electricity and charge my battery a little bit. Uh, and as I said, this guard is a human, so he might actually be inclined to let Five in. And so do do Attila open the gates and let Five in to borrow a bit of the. I mean, of course, Five is offering to pay for the electricity, of course. So he might be inclined to do it. I would say it's likely. It's likely that we'll let him in. If I were a mutant, if I rolled up this other character, I want to play her sometime because she's fucking cool. Her name is Melissa. She is a mentally mutated animal, and she's a silver fox. And she got some really cool powers. But humans basically are not very fond of mutants. Maybe in this settlement they are, we don't know, but that's another story. I'm gonna play Melissa another time because Melissa's cool. But yeah, um, I think it's likely that Attila will let Five in and to borrow a little bit of electricity. Yes, he will let him in. So they talk back and forth, and Five is offering to pay for a bit of the electricity, and just take a look around and see if he can help out with something. Um, Attila, you still haven't seen him. But the gates open slowly, and inside, when the gate is up a little bit, he can see Five can see a man pulling on rope or maybe chains. I don't know, but something like that. Probably chains, and try and open up this gate. Uh, and Five walks in and turns to this man and asks, "Are you Attila?" And yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, it's like, yeah, thanks for letting me in. Uh, is there a place I can sit down and recharge my batteries a little bit? And Attila is closing the gate. And, yeah, just come with me. And they walk away. Uh, I'm thinking that this place is it's basically a square, uh, a large square made out of old, broken down cars stacked on each other like a fortress. And on some of the sides, especially where the gate is, there are probably some sort of um, uh, stairs, so you can get up a little bit onto a platform, so you can look out and see if there's someone coming, and maybe take aim if they're hostile. Um, Something like that. And I also think that there are no buildings in here. It's basically just either cars that's been remodeled and torn all the stuff out, and then maybe put something to sleep on inside, or maybe they have some tents and tarps just pulled out like tents so people sleep in. Uh, is this a mixed community? I would like to know that if it's a mixed community. Mixed communities generally in this world of mutant, uh, humans and mutants do not get along. In the bigger cities, there are a few bigger cities. Uh, Mutants are second class, and if you are um, a mutant with psychic powers, PSI mutant, or a mentally mutated animal, uh, you're even further down. Uh, Especially humans think of mutants as very untrustworthy, and especially if they're PSI mutants, it's really bad. But there are communities that are mixed. Even though humans probably still see themselves as a little bit better than mutants, in some of the smaller communities, I'm thinking that uh, they're more open and not as hostile towards each other. So I'm gonna because this little settlement is in the middle of a zone. I would say it's very likely, uh, even more. I think it's a near sure thing that this is a mixed community with both humans and mutants that live together and work together and actually don't hate each other outright. But we're gonna ask the Oracle: is this a mixed community? It's a strong yes, a super strong yes with a one. This is most definitely a mixed community. The ratio is close to 50-50, maybe even a little bit more mutants, because there are always more mutants everywhere. But they have equal status. Everybody can climb to any place. I mean, still, it's a fucking zone settlement, so I don't really think there's rank. It's basically just survival. So I'm guessing that you gain your rank by being a badass fighter and protect the little settlement. Uh, but yeah, this is definitely a mixed community, and there is no racial squabbles. There are, of course, other squabbles, but there are no racial squabbles. Everybody that can help and are willing to help is welcome into this settlement. And maybe that's why Attila decided that Five was welcome, because Five was wanted to. He claimed at least that he wanted to help out and see if there was anything, if everybody was okay and some such. Uh, so yeah, we are in the Car Fortress Settlement. We have to name it. It cannot be named Fortress Settlement. That sucks. We need to actually name it something, something interesting. Let's see if we can find some nice names here. This maybe. I don't know. Mm, don't they have a? Let's see. 66, maybe. Let's see. 60. Yeah, that only names persons. That's not what we're looking for. That's not gonna work. Let's see if there's something in this one. I got too many books. I don't even know where to start. There's too many books. Okay, that's not it. I don't know. Maybe this one doesn't have one either. I need to take a look at Iron Sword. Iron Sword seems like a really good. Uh, First of all, this looks like a really good solo play game because it's basically made for that. But also, it seems there are really good name generators to generate names of basically everything. That one didn't have anything interesting at all. Uh, hmm. I don't think we actually have anything else here. So I'm just gonna name it myself. Stupid. Uh, we're gonna name it the. I don't know. What we're gonna name it? Garrett, help me. What we're gonna name this place? What we're gonna name the car settlement? Should be something interesting. If anybody has any idea what to name this Car Fortress Settlement, because as I said, we cannot just have it named Car Fortress Settlement. That doesn't work. Um. Hmm. Well, I need to think of a name on the spot if you don't. So yes, you have to do that because there's no random tables for that. Well, there are, but I don't have any of them. I need more books. Apparently, 6 books, 7 books, 8 books doesn't help. I got 8 books with random tables and stuff, and none of them have any names. Wait! This one might have one. We can name it after a gang. Can just roll for a gang name and use that. That could work. No, wait, wrong list. This is highway encounters. Here, gang names. We're gonna name it after a Oh, damn, those names not good. Anyway, 32. Let's see. This settlement is named the UB3R, the Uber. Ah, the Uber. That's fucking perfect. I love it. The Car Fortress settlement. That's named the Uber. UB3R. the, the Car Fortress settlement named the Uber. That's perfect. I love it. Maybe they found a when they started to build this place, they found a, I don't know, a card or something with the word Uber on it, uh, from a former Uber driver, and they were like, "Oh, that's cool. We're gonna use that as the name of this little settlement, the Uber." That's fantastic. So, uh, Five walks into the little settlement, and he asks Attila, the guard, "So, what do you call this place?" Also, very interesting that this robot doesn't sound like a robot at all, because I cannot do robot voices. So I decide right now that he has a human voice box, because voice boxes with human is sounds are good. Makes it easier to be part of the society. So um, he asks Attila, my good sir, would you say that in this world? Never mind. So what's your name? And he's like, yeah, my name is Attila. I'm the guard for today at least. Generally, this is not what I do. I, I'm a healer, and I try to help people, get well if they get sick or so. Oh yeah, um, yeah. My name is Five. You already know that because I presented myself before. But I'm just happy to help out if I can help you with anything. So what you call this place? And Attila is like, yeah, call it the Uber. Uh, and Five is like, Uber. Hmm, I recognize that name. He's gotta check his database if he's had ever heard of something called the Uber. I think it's very unlikely that he has ever heard anything about the Uber. Uh, it's not a no way, but it's very unlikely. Oh, whoa, no, no. He's never ever heard of an Uber in his life. Uh, there are no records in his database about Ubers, what Ubers are, or what it actually means. He's never even heard the word of Uber. Uh, so yeah, that's that. That was a really bad roll for this. It's a super no. So yeah, okay, Uber. Yeah, cool, cool. Um, is there anywhere I can sit down and recharge my batteries a little bit? I've been out here for a while and starting to get low. Um, maybe there are some power packs I could purchase or something. Uh, I got I got something to pay you with if you want. Um, and Attila's like, yeah, you could walk to the over there to that green tent, I guess. There we have a generator, and you can probably hook yourself up there and get some juice back. Yeah, that's cool. Five is yeah, he follows Attila there, or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe Attila is following Five there and shows him inside. Inside, there's a generator, of course, as Attila said, uh, chugging away in the corner. It's just a little small one. It's like generators actually don't sound like that at all, but whatever. Now they do. uh, so uh, uh, he's like, yeah, you can talk to the Patreon here and see if he can help you out. So we're gonna make another NPC because I actually I like making NPCs. That's fun. First of all, we're gonna name him, and I promise that I will find a Swedish name generator at some point because that would make more sense. Because we are in Sweden after all, in a zone in Sweden, because that's where this place is. I don't know why. So, what's the name of? Oh, first, is it a man or a woman? On a one 2, 3, it's a man, and on a 4, 5, 6, it's a woman. It's a man. All right, and his name is 55. So his name is Karchi. Karchi. It's not a very Swedish name at all. And he is the owner of the owner of the generator. All right, so Karchi is the owner of the generator that we would like to borrow for a few minutes or maybe an hour. I don't really know how long it takes for robots to recharge. And he is a, let's see who Karchi is. 96. He is a established 56. We have to re-roll that. No, wait, we don't. He is an established established established. Uh, the thing is that we got a magician. He's an established magician. And I don't think that really works in our world because this here Une is for fantasy. Like basically every fucking single book, RPG related, everything tends to be geared towards fantasy, and I understand that because that is the biggest genre because of Dungeons and Dragons. I am so sick of Dungeons and Dragons influencing everything. There's nothing wrong with Dungeons and Dragons. Don't get me wrong there. It's a fine game, I guess. Not my kind of game though. I like fantasy as much as the next guy, but just not a fan of the of uh, established of Dungeons and Dragons. I'm not really a big fan of that. Okay, so he's an established magician. I think we will change that to a technician. Is an established tech. How the hell do we spell that? Whatever, it's only me gonna read this. So he's an established technician, and I guess in this world that kind of makes you a magician because most people have forgotten all about the world, the old world's technology. So, but he is an established technician, and he is a 97. Whoa, okay. Uh, his power is he's much stronger than us. Much stronger than 5. That sucks. Don't get in a fight with this guy. He's gonna trash me. Yeah, that's because he is an established technician. He understands how to put me apart and screw out all my bolts when we're fighting. So I will die, and I don't like that. Is Karchi, is he a human or a mutant? Uh, we're gonna say 50-50. So is he a mutant? No, he's not a mutant. He is a human. It's good to know. He is a human. He is also inside the Uber. Should probably add that somewhere. Like that. just so we know where he's located, because there are event focuses that might, uh, the things might happen. Um, that might happen to characters you know about, NPCs you know about, traveling companions, and remote events. So if we leave this place, there can some a remote event can happen here that we hear about, and we want to get back there and try and help, and so it's good to know where the NPCs are located. Now, what's the motivation of Karchi, the owner of the generator, that is an established technician and much stronger than Five? Because poor Five. His motivation is abduct. Okay. Abduct 17. Ad- oh, he wants to abduct Beauty. That can't be good. Abduct. Abduct Beauty. Um, I guess it's a kind of a dark secret. Wait, a normal human that is stronger than a robot? Yes, he is stronger than a robot. Actually, it's not that he's stronger in that sense. It's that he's more powerful. Uh, so he might have a few tricks up his sleeve. He might have an EMP grenade in his pocket or something like that that makes him has a great advantage over us. It doesn't have to be physical strength, but probably stronger than the robot anyway, because this is not a fighting droid. He is just a gatherer of information. So, but yeah. Uh, Yes, a cheating bastard. That's correct. He's a cheating bastard. Because he's a human. That's what humans do. They are cheating bastards. Especially in mutant, they're fucking douchebags, and everybody hates them except other humans, and even those kind of hate other humans. So it's crap. Everything's crap. uh, let's see here. Uh, Resolving random event focus. That's interesting because I haven't really figured out how the event focus works. I have to check that later. But yeah, we get in here. We get to this Karchi fucking douchebag, um, the technician. Probably why he keeps the generator. Uh, and his motivation is to abduct Beauty. We don't know what that means. Uh, and I don't think I'm gonna speculate in it right now because it will be a lot more fun to figure that out when we need it. I mean, this motivation is Five don't know about this motivation. Motivations are not something that the player character knows anything about, but it can be something they find out about or that might come into play later. So we don't know what abduct beauty means, but I have a few ideas that could happen. uh, when this cheating bastard with his pocket EMP grenade, if it ever comes up, maybe there's been a couple of disappearances in this little little settlement. Maybe he knows where they are. I don't know. We're not gonna dive into that right now. But yeah, so we find. Oh, right, right. We have to see in what mood this bastard is to talk to us. Um, so we're gonna roll here to see what conversation mode this bastard is in. I don't think I'm gonna like this guy. We're neutral. We don't have any relationship, so that's a neutral roll. 93. That's not good. No, wait, that's super good. Perfect. He is helpful. That's perfect. That's just what we want. We really wanted a helpful guy here, even if he seems to be an fucking douchebag. But yeah, so we walk inside, and Attila is like presenting us at five. This is Karchi. Karchi, this is five. Five would like to borrow your generator for a while, if that's okay. He's been out in the zone for a while, and he needs to juice back up. And Five is like, just nodding agreeingly behind him, and Karchi's, yeah, yeah, sure, sure, just come in, sit down, and I'm gonna hook you up. So Five goes in, and he sits down on a rickety chair of some kind. Maybe it's just a slab on the floor. I don't know. But he sits down, uh, and removes his backpack and gets himself comfortable. And Karchi comes up to him with some cables and plugs him into the generator, and start it up, and it chugs for a while. Um, and I guess Attila walks away. I mean, he's the guard. He can't be standing there, just looking at the robot as he recharges. So he walks off, and this dude here uh, I'm gonna write down that he's actually very helpful. Um, we're gonna call that mood. We can just use it mood. Mood. He is helpful, which is perfect for us in this case, at least. I guess to start talking a little bit, and maybe Five talks a little bit about his adventures in the zone, and I guess that uh, Karchi tells him how he got there and why he got there, and probably got thrown out from his other society or something. I don't know. We can get deeper into that later. Five is a very helpful guy, uh, robot, not a guy. With his stupid empathy, I fucking hate that. Why did he get empathy of so high? But yeah, so he's asking questions, asking how Karchi's doing, and if there's anything he can help out with. And I'm thinking that Karchi's I mean, he's helpful and he's a nice guy, and towards robots at least, that he doesn't find very beautiful, because otherwise he would have abducted him. But I think he's asking that he would like to get some gasoline. Yeah, I mean, this is a generator. It has to run on something, and I don't actually think it's gasoline, but because I don't know what else it could be running on, I'm gonna say gasoline. This is fucking hundreds of years into the future. Gasoline probably doesn't exist in that form anymore. Probably ran out a long time ago. But it needs something to maybe you need a, I don't know, special plant to press, get the juices out and use that. I don't know. It doesn't matter. We're gonna call it gasoline. So he's asking when Five asks if there's anything he can help him with as a thank you for being charged back up, um, Karchi is telling him that I think he has a bit of a rough voice. He's like, yeah, um, if it's not too much of a bother, I would like some help to find some gasoline to run my generator, um, to so we can power this place up. Without my generator, everything is gonna go dark, and we don't like that. Um, so if you could help us out and find some gasoline, that would be great. And Five is like, yeah, sure, I can help you with that. Um, I can see if I can find something. Um, uh, there must be something out here, right? Uh, just gonna write down here uh, that he would like some help with. Uh, would like help finding gasoline for his generator. But yeah, so Fire is like, yeah, sure, I can help you with that. There must be some place outside here, um, in the zone where we can still find some gasoline, a tank or two at least. Um, so yeah, sure, I can help you with that. I mean, he's fucking empathy, so he's more than willing to help out, find what to help this town to get whatever they need. Um, and Karchi with his rough voice is, yeah, um, that would be really great if you could help us with that. Yeah. I think Fiverr of course is gonna ask um if Karchi has any idea where he could find some gasoline. Um, yeah, I think he would do that to get him started, to get him to go in the right direction. Uh, but would Karchi know? Would he know anything about where to find gasoline? I would say it's. I would say it's somewhat likely that he's heard at least heard some rumors about where there might have been an old gas station or something that might hold some gasoline. I don't know, something like that. I know this is not the real world because gasoline would be totally fucking gone and never work again because gasoline goes bad after like 3 months or something. So, but whatever. Not gonna be like that. Uh, so yeah, I'm gonna say it's somewhat likely that uh, Karchi have at least an idea where you could find some gasoline. So I'm gonna roll. Oops. Yes. Perfect. Uh, as yeah, I've heard rumors that if you walk towards the southeast, there's been an old station there. So I'm just gonna write this down. Southeast, old gas station might be found. Yes, that's good. Um, yeah, I've heard the rumors that if you go to the southeast, maybe a mile or two, something like that, um, there's an old gas station there, uh, where you might be able to pick up a few if you don't, what the hell is that called? Yeah, it's stupid. And oh, I can't come up with a name, but yeah, where you can find some gasoline. Yeah. Um, so if you could go there and find that, that would be awesome. We could get it back here. And Fire is like, yeah, sure, I can go and see if there's anything. Uh, you say about 2 miles southeast. That's perfect. Uh, I do not count this, right? Because miles are not miles in my country. But it doesn't matter. Uh, but yeah, sure. I can go there. I can see if I can find something. Um, I've been here for a while. I should be able to find my way there. I'm also guessing that because he's a robot, he got an excellent sense of direction. We don't know. We don't know. We have to. The fate chart will demand or let us know if we have a built-in compass of some sort, or if we are terribly bad at finding our way. We're gonna figure that out later on. But yeah, so we got a mission. Five is gonna be hooked up into this generator and get his battery back up uh, to full. So we're gonna actually no, I'm gonna. I don't think that he gets his health back because the generator has nothing really to do with his health. So he's not. We're not gonna do that. But Five is sitting there getting charged back up with this generator, using some precious gasoline to charge himself up. Luckily, this guy Karchi is very helpful, so he don't mind too much. Uh, so that's good. But he also gave us a quest, or in this case, a mission, because quest sounds too fantasy for me. But if he got us a mission to that we agreed to. That's important to go and see if we can find a gas station and see if there are some gasoline we can bring back to Karchi so he can power his generator and so he can keep this little settlement with power and electricity, which is good because power and electricity are you don't want to be without that. Well, sometimes you might want to, but not in a post-apocalyptic Sweden. Then you do not want to be without electricity, because electricity lets you see rubits. Are they called rubits in English? Maybe Garridan knows. Garridans do not like. I know for a fact that Garridan really do not like rubits. So yeah, but so if you can see rubits, you want to be able to see them, so you can shoot them, and maybe even eat some of them afterwards, because they are made of perfectly edible meat. But they hunt in packs, and they are stupidly dangerous, and they have silly high tech guns and stuff. So you don't want to mess with those bastards. And also, they are mutated rabbits. If you didn't know, mutated rabbits, and they're fucking awesome. I want to play our Rubits at some point. I think we actually have one. Um, well, yes, you like to shoot them. That's true. That's very true. But yeah, I think we actually had someone play a rabbit at some point. Well, actually, he was just a mutated rabbit, but he also happened to be white, and most Rubits are white. So even if he was not part of the Rubits society or community, people still treated him like a Rubit. Yeah, it didn't turn out too well for him. Everybody well, they basically hated him on sight. Even if it didn't even do anything, it was like, oh, it's a Rubit, we hate him, we're gonna shoot him. It was hilarious. We had to run away from everything all the time. I don't know if you were in that campaign, Guridan, or if that was before we got to know each other. I don't really know, but it was hilarious. I think it was before, because I think that was when we also had a player that played the mutated I think it was a chimpanzee or a gorilla that had a size of, I think it was like a max size. He was gigantic, but his strength was like 5 or 6 or something like that. It was his dump stat. So he was gigantic and huge, but he couldn't actually lift anything because he was super weak. And he was also a PSI mutant, so uh, he was slowly withering to death because he failed his roll so many times that he got his cells started to permanently break down. So he was actually dying the whole campaign. And it was super weak and super big. It was hilarious. uh, but yeah, that's a story for another time. Uh, yeah, stats are odd in this game when you use it as is. I should probably let you all know that I'm not using this game's system. Oh crap! I just dropped my cam. That's bad. I'm using this here. I don't know if you can see it there. Uh, this is the Burst RPG RP Gaming guide. Uh, but don't get fooled by that because inside we have this here uh, uh, rule system that's called the burst system. This guide is actually it's a guide to get people to be able to play role playing games in shorter bursts. It tries to help people get the session down to about 3 hours instead of maybe 6 or 8 or sometimes 10. I know I have played games that have been a lot longer than a 3 hours. So this one is it's a guide to try and help you uh, lower the impact, the time impact on playing games. It's made for people like me that don't have super much time. It's for people with that has have kids, have a full time job, uh, are too old to be up for 24 hours playing games as they might have been able to do when they were younger, but they cannot do anymore because they are old and shit is bad. But this guide also contains the burst system. The burst system is a very rules light game system, uh, kind of like Fate, and it also has a uh, few parts that reminds me of Wolsong. Wolsong is a fantastic game, by the way. If you like steampunk, it's fantastic. Not gonna go into that right now, but just know that Wolsong the RPG is super fun, and I love that game. But uh, this game it's a very easy to learn, fast to play. The system is based on the fact that the game master don't roll any dice. All dice are rolled by the players. That's why I say I give things a TN. A TN is um, it's basically a difficulty rating, a target number. You have to beat the target number to succeed with things, and if you beat in a fight, if you beat the target number, if someone attacks you, they have an attack target number, say 10, then you have to roll above 10 to get out of the way. If you don't, you take damage according to uh, how much under the TN you rolled. The same goes for the other way around. If you're gonna hit someone, they have a defense target number, um, and if you roll um, above the target number, you do damage depending on how much higher than the target number you rolled. It's a very nice system, very easy to learn and all that. The TNs can be changed up by the game master at any point to something that works with the campaign. The problem is that I think I have put some TNs a bit too high in my game here when I fought the horse, for example, because didn't think I forgot that this game is made for people to cooperate, and I do not have anyone to cooperate with, so I cannot add dice to my friends so they can punch people harder. So I might have to lower the target numbers a little bit now because I am a lone warrior. No, I'm not even a warrior. A lone walking around tin can. Blessed by the Omnissiah to be alive after the fall of the human world. But yeah, uh, it's a nice game. It's easy. It's easy to make bad guys. You have basically three categories. You have the henchmen, the generals, and the big bad evil guy. Anyway, it's a fun game. Um, it's a fun system. It's easy to learn. I like it. Um, so yeah, that's the system I'm using. Uh, yeah, the Rubits. They are a society that is one of the greatest threats to the established Puri. Yeah, Puri is a basically the society that the largest society in the mutant world, and Rubits are the biggest threat to those people. But that's another story. Rubits are actually really fun, and they have some nice lore. And I know I haven't read it in the Year Zero books, but I've heard that it actually builds upon it a little bit. Because Year Zero is, if I remember correctly, that takes place uh, not too long after the catastrophe that put everything into a shitstorm, whilst Mutants UA takes place several hundred years later. Um, so I actually have to take a look at Year Zero. Even though the system, I've looked at the system and it didn't click with me, but I think there's a lot of interesting facts you can get from it and use in other games. So I need to check it out. I just don't want to purchase it because money. uh, all right. But I'm thinking that we might have to end this here. Uh, yeah, I can use the lore. That's basically what I'm gonna do. If I get Year Zero, I don't know. Maybe the system isn't that bad. It might be a good system. I haven't tried it, so I can't say too much. But when I read through it, I think that Mutant UA is actually a better system. It's easier with the D100. There's no special dice or anything like that. And if I remember correctly, Year Zero have some special dice with nuclear signs and stuff like that, or if it's just D6. I can't remember. I just remember that when I read through it or looked at it, that I think I preferred the UA edition. Um, but I don't know. I don't know. I have to give it check it. Yeah, I can use normal D6. Yeah, I thought there was something like that. But yeah, I don't know. I will take a look at it, and I'm probably gonna steal the lore and use that for things. But I don't see myself starting to play that for a while, at least. Um, I don't think there's anything wrong with the system in of itself. I like D100 systems. I really do. So I don't really know why I'm playing the burst system because that uses D6s. Oh, also, Garrison, I have some really nice dice here that we can use for games like Mutant. Uh, this one is not finished yet, but it's a bullet die. You can roll this one. It looks like a bullet, and it got pips on it, so you can see what you roll. I need to put paint into the pips though, because if you roll it, it's really hard to see the difference. I would have preferred it to have numbers or instead of pips have like scratches or something, but it's I don't know if you can see that even. Maybe I should just put it down like that. Sorry, sorry about that. It wasn't my intention to not be able to place them where you can't see them. But yeah, 2d6. As I said, I would have preferred if they had some numbers instead of pips, because when you roll the dice, sometimes it's hard to see if it's a 4, 5, or 6, because it's there's the 4, there's the 5, and there's the 6. The 4 and 5 is, I guess, is okay, but the 5 and the 6, they're very similar. So sometimes it's really hard to see uh, the pips, but they are. I love them. I love these dice. They're super cool. Um, they roll fine as well. Ah, crap, snake eyes. You don't want snake eyes. Snake eyes are bad. I don't know if you can see that because I moved shit around. Maybe I could just there. You can move it like this and see if you can. Oh, I dropped everything. There. Snake eyes. No good. Do not like snake eyes. This is not an elegant solution I have going here for my cam to pick up the dice. I'm using some really cheap solutions here. Cheap gaming. But yeah, uh, I like those dice. And also, if people haven't figured it out, we are pretty much done for today. Five got to this little settlement. He found some neat stuff. He got some wood stain. He got a blowgun, and he got 4 pieces of scrap metal. And he found this car fortress settlement that's named the Uber, which I actually rolled for, so that's hilarious. um, he met Attila the guard. He is a romantic villager. We do not really know that. And he managed in medicine, which is good. We also met Karchi. He's the owner of the generator we're currently plugged into to recharge our batteries. Um, and he's a very helpful dude. But he got a dark secret. He abducts beauty. As I said, we don't really know what that means, but uh, it's probably a dark secret. I think it is. But he's very helpful, and he was willing to lend five the generator so he can recharge. We also got a we also got a quest. Uh, we are going southeast to find an old gas station to see if we can find some gasoline to bring back to Karchi so he can refuel his generator and keep the power on in the Uber settlement. And of course, Five said yes because he is in a very empathetic. Is that the word? He got high empathy and he wants to help people, which is good because this is a solo RPG and you want to play characters that are helpful and want to advance the story basically. So yeah, that's where we're at, and I think that Five is going to put himself in a sleep mode, or at least not power himself down because that would be terrible, but put himself in a standby mode, basically waiting for the batteries to recharge. They will probably recharge relatively fast because this is taking place uh, in the future, and I guess batteries will be charging fast. I don't know, but that's what they do in my world at least. So that's basically it. That's where we're at. That's where we're gonna. I'm gonna write that down so we can remember that when I play the next time. Um, Currently, how is it hard to write a 5? I'm too tired for this. Apparently, I can no longer write 5s. Currently, 5 is be, being recharged at the generator, uh, getting ready to uh, head out to the southeast to try and find the gas station and bring back gasoline to Karchi. There we go. So that's where he is at the moment. So we can pick that up the next time we're going to play. And that's good. Sorry for being very bad at writing fast and talking badly. It started out well and then it just went downhill. Starting to get tired. My voice is not used to speaking this much. I've been speaking for almost 3 hours now. It was a long time since I did that. I generally don't speak for 3 hours in a row. Being quiet is better. No, it's not, but doesn't hurt your throat if you're quiet. Guess I have to practice my vocal cords somehow, making them be able to I don't know, be able to speak for longer. Yeah, that's another story though. Uh, but I think we're gonna end it here. I think this is a good place to end it. Um, and we'll see when I can pick it up next time. Keep an eye out on the Reddit solo roleplay Reddit. I do usually I will post there when I go live with my next session. Hopefully it will be either next weekend or the weekend after that, but I cannot guarantee anything because family life and all that. Uh, but yeah, and I hope you like this game and this way of playing. I've never tried it before. It's harder than I thought it was gonna be. Um, it really is. But I think that's because it's new. Uh, I have to practice. Um, the Oracle is fun. I really like that part. You can. I also love all the random tables I got here. Um, so you can roll on those, and they will decide the story and where we're supposed to go next and all that. Uh, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this and had some fun with it. I had fun. I liked it. This is actually a really fun way to play, um, especially now in these times and with Corona and crap. You can't sit down and play with your friends anymore. Uh, but yeah, I liked it, and I hope you guys liked it, or at least didn't hate it. uh, but yeah, we're gonna end it there. Thanks you so much for watching, and I'll see you again the next time.